Good morning, card community. It's RJ back with another video. Let's get to it. Today's random Mike Schmidt item of the day. Card I picked up off the bay recently. What is this? I'm about to say something I don't even know. 2006, I believe. Upper Deck SP, when it was a game, or SP Legendary Cuts product, actually, when it was a game, of 550 Mike Schmidt card. Very nice. Had this one. Got it for like a buck or two. If you look around, a lot of times you can find your star players serial numbered cards. If they're not like single digits, they're usually dollar cards, believe it or not, even though they're serial numbered. So it's a good way to pick up some numbered cards because you don't find them too often laying around. Being serial numbered, there are not that many of them, so you got to go looking for them. So that is my random Mike Schmidt item of the day. A random baseball item of the day. Showed this off on Wednesday, but it's a different one. So Wednesday I told you that story about Fred Snodgrass and the World Series GOAT and that little book from Gillette. Well, that was issued in 1953. They actually came out with a second one in 54. Same kind of thing, just World Series stats and whatnot. But it's interesting. They did the World Series thing a little different. They did the World Series a little different by not doing that individual bio line of each World Series hero and GOAT. They call it scores and highlights, but it's really just the highlights. If you pay attention or if you look in this book, it's just all the different stats. You know, who was the winner, who was the loser, the attendance, the score, how many games. It's interesting, too. You talk about the World Series. The World Series still, the winners and losers in a World Series get a check. Every player on the team gets a check for being in the World Series. It's interesting, though, the check that they get is negligible compared to their salary. But back in the day, this check meant a lot. So here's 1911, just because it's where I'm flipping to. The winning share of the World Series winners in 1911 was $3,654.58. That's what every player on the winning team got. And that's vastly more than most of their salaries that would have been at that time. The loser still got $2,436.39 per person. Once again, at that time in 1911, that number was likely less than most of the annual salaries of the players on that team. So back in the day, the World Series meant a lot to these players. Even if you go a little further up, okay? Let's go. It stopped being that crazy as you get further. So we're in the 30s now. Maybe because of the Depression, it was similar, but the winning share was $6,400. I mean, DiMaggio was raking in like $50,000, $60,000, $80,000 a year in the 30s. So it was starting to be a little different. The better players were making, tens of thousands of dollars. Even the bad players were making, similar, like $10,000, $8,000, $9,000. So this certainly helped, but you weren't anymore making more from the World Series than you would have through your salary, but it certainly helped, no doubt about that. So it's just interesting that that's what they printed, the winners and losers share. And again, still today, players on the winning and losing team get a check, what is called their share of the profits of the game. And for the most part, I think it's like in the 50s. Somewhere between about $50,000 a person, $30,000 for the loser, something like that. So, anyway, I was thrilled with the 53 book. I figured I'd grab the 54 because I was looking through, trying to find the 53, kept coming up with this book as well. I figured, hey, why not get them both? So, I did. That's my random baseball item of the day. Today's trivia question. Prize today is the Mike Trout version of this year's museum collection. This is his base card, no number, no special, fireworks to it, just the base card from Topps Museum collection of Mr. Trout. So there you have it. Today's trivia question is, so Reggie Jackson famously hit 5 home runs in a World Series game, or in a World Series total. 5 total home runs in the World Series. 2 other individuals have since tied that feat. Name either of them. All right, that's the trivia question today. Please email me the correct answer. I'll include my email in the description below, along with a repeat of the question. And we'll pick a winner on Sunday. All right. So moving on today, what we have are final mailbags of the week. Again, I'm going through some of the stuff. I bought a lot of stuff on the Bay recently. And this one was fun. This is the manufactured patch for this year. I saw these selling for as much as $25, which is ridiculous. A manufactured patch, I don't care who it is no more than a $5 card. I don't care what it is, who it is. It's a manufactured pack. This is a fake frickin' card, people. It's not serial number, not nothing. It's not even a real bat. Come on now. So anyway, but this was up with the red parallel version. This one was. So I snagged that. I think it was $25, but you don't get the red parallel version. And this one is numbered to 10. This is not like the blue parallel version, which isn't numbered or something like that. This is the red parallel version, numbered to 10. So I was willing to shell out a little bit more money to get these 2 cards together for a single price. Very happy with that pickup. I'm running out of room in my Mike Schmidt thick card box. I can't put these in sleeves, you know. So I got a box I'm holding. I'm gonna have to get like a 5,000 count box just to hold those cards. So it's getting crazy how many there are of these big thick cards these days. Last package. This is it, but this had a couple things in it, so I'm anxious to see what all I got here. I don't even remember. I didn't open this because I wanted to do it here with y'all. So let us see what we got. I have no clue what's in here. We're going to find out. All right. These are really cool cards. I want to show these 2 off to you because they're very impressive images. All right. So they're both of 5, believe it or not, but they're the Donruss Absolute Playoff. I don't know if this was Donruss. Was Playoff Absolute Tools of the Trade Memorabilia Patches. And what's so great about this is how cool these patches are. All right. So this says a game-worn batting glove. That's why it's like, take a look at that. It's all, at one time that was probably brown. I mean probably white, but it's all brown and caked and cracked. It was his batting glove. It says it was a game-worn prime jersey. This almost looks like the name or number because it's got it's the thinner, tighter maroon material more so than a jersey, and it's got some stitching on there. A game-used bat, game-worn hat piece, and then a game-worn prime jacket, which has some kind of lettering or something stitched in there. So that's really neat. 1 of 5. But the other one was even cooler. I got to show you. You got to see this one. All right, so we got the game-used fielding glove. The game-worn prime jersey, that's the M. I'm guessing out of Mike Schmidt's name. If you ever seen real game-worn jerseys, they would stitch the player's name in them. So that's likely the M from the Mike Schmidt, from Schmidt, that was actually sewn into his jersey. That's really awesome there. Game-worn bat, prime pants. This would have been like just the pinstriping on the pants where it was red and white. And then a game-worn stirrup socks, believe it or not. Look at that. Stirrups. It's amazing what they would put in a card sometimes. And both of these, like I said, are out of 5. So that is freaking awesome right there. Very exciting to have these 2 pieces to my collection. Very exciting about that. So there you have it. That's all I have for you this week. Hope you appreciate it all. If you didn't see the wins from earlier this week, go back and watch them because they were a lot of fun, a lot of interesting stuff to share with you this week. fun things, a lot of historical discussion. I hope you all appreciate that. I want to thank everybody for stopping by and watching my little clown show of a channel. Sorry, Kev, I stole that. And, please consider like, subscribing, commenting, all that jazz. I like the support. I try my best to support other channels to the best of my ability. I appreciate the support you can throw my way. So, thanks for watching. Don't forget the trivia question. So there's great prizes to be had. We'll be back here on Sunday doing our weekly trivia recap. Share the answers, show off the prizes, pick a winner. All right, thanks for watching. Take care.